Hello and welcome back to CS38 Racing. Hello, and if you're new to these parts of town, consider subscribing, give this video a big thumbs up, I know you won't be disappointed. So today we're reviewing the long awaited and earlier than expected GP24 game. In this review I'll discuss the following aspects: the overall design of the game, what's new in the game, how this affects the gameplay. This will then be followed by talking about what's new in the game and how it affects how you play the game. So let's jump right in. Firstly, the updated graphics in my opinion really make the game pop. This makes the game more connected to the overall graphics and visuals seen within the GP broadcast, and is a nice way of tying in and feeling part of the community with GP. Though I must bring up, even though we're paying full price for this game on release, the liveries are not updated. This is just not on. We can't have this year after year after year. Moto2, Moto3 are still on the old liveries. GP, some liveries are updated, some aren't, and all of the bike models are previous year's models. They aren't updated with the full amount of aero, as you'll probably notice on the Yamaha, and even the Honda I think isn't fully updated, and the Aprilia definitely isn't updated. So come on, Milestone, you've got to get this into gear. We're 4 races into the season. This should be updated, particularly when we're paying full price for it. Although I do want to, this is going to be updated on the 10th of May, so keep a heads up for that one. Regarding the gameplay itself, there are a few crucial features that will drastically change the gameplay. The biggest and yet to be fully seen is the addition of the riders market, in which we'll see riders changing teams throughout the seasons as you go through career mode. Now this is a pretty exciting prospect. I haven't used it myself within the first few episodes that I've recorded of career mode, as I would like to leave it particularly for MotoGP. I think it's a feature that's going to be more interesting as you get into doing multiple seasons of MotoGP. Maybe not Moto3 and Moto2. I think there's enough leeway there that you can kind of use the riders that are there, but definitely as you go into GP and you do 1 season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons down the line, the switching rider market is definitely something that would be very interesting to the game. Okay, so other than that, we have seen a few updates to the leathers and a little bit more details regarding the customization of leathers in the colour of the protectors, so that is good, though it's still not fully adjustable or customizable. It would be really good to see these be individually components, like you can change the colour of your right glove and your left glove, but hey, that's just me. I just really like that kind of level of design. I'm a man of culture myself, and I like and appreciate the design of the helmets and the liveries that go behind the GP scene. In regards to the physics, now this is the big talking point. The big thing is the pickup of the bike effect coming out of the corner like here is gone, but, and this is at the early stage, this is my problem here. See that? The wheel did not drop until halfway down the back straight at Thailand there with Joe and Mir. So this is less of a problem of the front end and more of a problem of how the heck do you keep the front end down, particularly when you've got the ride height device on. For all intents and purposes, the ride height device should stop any wheeling, and it's still a bit jittery compared to the GP23 on the ride height device. Is still a bit like whoa, sort of it doesn't seem, you sort of need to quick shift to get through there. But this is the big thing, obviously, that the pickup when on throttle out of the corner is gone. It's not there anymore. Now this is a huge talking point for the game in GP itself. I'm going to put in something controversial. I kind of liked that. It made it feel more realistic. I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't stick with it or tune it or fine-tune it or make it an option that you can select for your gameplay, just as they've sort of allowed the adaptive AI, which is definitely something that's a big feature, with also the stewards being there. So we're going to get the introduction of, I guess you could say, AI Freddie Spencer, which if you've watched GP, you'd know that Zarco and a lot of the riders aren't happy with, so maybe we get the chance to be unhappy at AI Freddie Spencer. But overall, I think the physics are a step in the right direction. They're a step in making things more accessible for those that are new to the game. It also makes it a lot more overall enjoyable, and I think that that's what the game is going for, increasing the amount that people can engage with the game. But I do think, coming back to the accelerator and picking up the bike effect. I do think that this is a realistic effect of motorbike riding, and I do think that it's the closest we could get to getting a real simulator. So I kind of feel like it should be an option that you can, or maybe it's like something that's inset in the pro level of the gaming experience, because we all know that if you're going into a corner and you put the throttle on, the bike's not just going to stay on its side unless you completely crash it. Then yes, it probably will stay on its side, but it's going to pick up. And I think it should be the job of the rider to manage that and be as smooth as possible. But that's just my opinion. But I'm by no stretch of the imagination the fastest rider in the world. I don't play in any of the esports. I don't play in any of the leagues or anything. But that's just my opinion and how I find my riding style. So it's definitely going to be... wheeling is going to be the challenge for me in this game. And also the vicious snap that it has in change of direction. That is something that is different to the previous game. Overall though, the sound is better in my opinion. It's more defined, it's crisp, it's how you would want the GP bikes to sound. The adaptive AI I think is a very intriguing and promising aspect of the game. The AI adapts, making career mode more interesting and more challenging. For me, I found this in the first few episodes of the career mode. It's very good at keeping it, throwing in some flavor and some spice into your game, as well as you will have to watch out for that AI. You will get penalties if you crash in practice. If you don't enter the pit lane and that sort of thing at the right speed, you will get long lap penalties. Definitely check out my career mode videos coming up this week for that. So overall, I would give this game a rating of 7 out of 10 for improvement of the physics and making the game more accessible, although no updates for the graphic editors and still missing crucial aspects of the GP experience in regards to, you know, little maneuverable things for me, like little adjustable things which would make it a lot more immersive, stops it from being a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 for me. So we'll end this video with back-to-back comparison of the GP24 to the GP23 side-by-side lap comparisons. If you've liked this video, give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel to get your fill of motorbike gaming content. Stay safe, have fun, and keep living life. See you all on the next one. Bye.